Hello YouTube, Pallab here, and today we are doing the full review of the brand new Canon EOS 77D. This was released along with the 800D, and they are relatively cheaper than the 80D and kind of fills in the premium entry level or entry mid-level DSLR product lineup for Canon. In this particular video, we're going to take a look at the hardware, we're going to take a look at the UI, the photo performance and the video performance, and try to tell you whether this one actually deserves your time and money. We already did an unboxing video. We told you what's inside the box and had a first look at a separate video. You can check that out if you want to see what's inside the box. It is a typical DSLR accessories, but here we'll go to the hardware. But before that, let's quickly take the spec sheet out of the way. So that's the spec sheet. You can see it has a 24.2 megapixel CMOS APS-C size sensor, DZ7 image processing engine, and what this new image processing engine does, it gives you better low light performance. That's why the maximum ISO here is 25,600. Apart from that, it has 45 all cross type autofocus points and the dual pixel CMOS autofocus system for video. You get a 3-inch 270-degree articulating touchscreen, brilliant capacitive touchscreen, and then you get Bluetooth, NFC and Wi-Fi for continuous distribution of photos over your mobile and then to the social media. Plus it's got 6 FPS on the paper, a burst speed and EIS in the body during video, and when you combine it with an USM or STM or a image stabilizing lens, then you get 5-axis image stabilization basically. And then it also supports HDR movie. In India, this one cost 60,000 for the body only, 66 for the 18 to 55 mm lens. And then the kit that I have, this is the most expensive one with the 18 to 135 mm. This one cost about 90,000. In US Canon official side, I've seen only the body only listed, and that cost about $850. Now, when coming to the body, it's a fairly lightweight body, about 500 grams, including the battery and the SD card. And then it's not weather seal, it's not all metal, it's mainly plastic actually, just metal construction here and there, plus rubbers on the grip places where you'd hold the camera. Compared to something like the EOS M6 for example, this is much broader, much bulkier. However, this also gives you a great hold, specifically when you're using a camera with one hand. That gives you the grip, and with the grip comes the stability. It had a very radio friendly design and body and button layout. So if you have been using Canon mid-level or entry level DSLRs before, then this won't come as much of a surprise to you. On the front you have the IR blaster, you have the autofocus assist lamp, you have the dual mics, and then your sensor, the lens release button, and then the flash button. On top you have the shutter release button, you have a front dial, and then you have those quick ISOs and some of the meterings and other things. Those hot keys is what I call. Then you have an LCD info panel, the eyelets for your lanyards, and then you have the accessory hot shoe, your flash, and then a shooting mode dial. Below the shooting mode dial on the leftmost part, you get the power lever. Basically you can go to on. Once you switch to on, it goes to still mode, and then when you further move to the movie mode, you can start the recording the movie. On the back side you have that vari-angle 3-inch touchscreen, the menu button, info button, and all the usual layouts on the right side. The layouts are very convenient, although I'm not a great fan of the dial out here. And then on the left side you got the HDMI port, you got the data sync port, you can say the remote out, and then the external mic jack. You do not have a headphone jack. On the right side you get the lone card slot. Below you have the tripod mount and the battery case. I love the very user intuitive and easy to navigate UI of the 77D. The moment you switch off the camera, you'll be greeted with a black background and white font. Very nice to read, easy to use, and easy to read even under sunlight. Quick info. Now the moment you press Q, which is right on the right side of the LCD panel, you can go on and edit those quick infos. Some of the quick infos include, your autofocus system or your exposure compensation skill. Many of those can actually be customized and altered by some of the hotkeys over here, but still the touch screen and this quick info help. If you want to go to the detailed menu, press the menu button and that'll take you to the menu, and again black background and white font makes it very easily readable. Here I absolutely love the way the menu is laid out. First of all, the shooting menu, which will give you the image quality and other stuff like lens aberration correction, your ISO settings and metering modes and those kind of stuff, your playback settings, system settings, and then some of the other one. You do not get a video settings yet, because the video settings is when you push the lever all the way to the video mode. Then instead of, in place of the shooting settings, you'd get the video shooting settings. So that's really great, and it does not get you confused whenever you're using still. You do not want to fiddle around with the video one, so it keeps the menu less cluttered, and I like that. So then guys, now time for the performance.
The still coming out of the 77D are very detailed and sharp. The color reproduction is natural and JPEGs true to typical Canon colors, which is to say that the Canon user will be delighted. The all cross-type autofocus points help in lock-in focus, but I would have liked them to cover a wider part of the sensor. The photos are perfectly usable till ISO 3200. Even those clicked with ISO 6400 are very uploadable to social media. Beyond that, the colors and details start to suffer significantly, and we do not recommend doing that. The dynamic range of this particular Canon sensor is brilliant and will give a very close fight to the best of Sony sensors in the market at this price. Just see the photo, which I intentionally underexposed to see how much detail I could recover. I could not only bring out most of the detail, but also the colors seem to be intact for most part as well. The photo will become noisier, however, which is expected. Talking about the video, if you like your vlogging camera as light as possible, then you might want to prefer this over the 80D, which has been my long-standing favorite vlogging camera. It's more than 250 grams lighter than that and has the same video quality along with the brilliant dual pixel CMOS autofocus system. Much to the disappointment of many, however, Canon is still not bringing 4K to its consumer DSLRs, unlike Sony or Panasonic. I do not make many videos in 4K because I do not have that kind of processing power in my computer, but if your work needs the highest possible video resolution, please look elsewhere.
So then guys, that was the end of our full review of the brand new Canon EOS 77D. So what do you think? What do you think about this camera? I think straight away, if you want to go vlogging with an APS-C sensor, with a DSLR, this is the camera. I would probably even prefer it over many of the mirrorless cameras, mainly because of the dual CMOS autofocus system. That's kind of the kingmaker here, and it's so smooth, and more than smooth, the transition is very cinematic. It's not abrupt, so you kind of, even when you shift the focus, it makes it look like very natural, unlike some of the other faster but then abrupt transition of autofocus. And then this screen goes like this, which I absolutely love because it does not obstruct me from using a flash or a mic here and then a tripod here. I can also use it in any angle possible. 270-degree plus touchscreen and amazing capacitive touchscreen. Apart from that, the DZIC7 processor gives you great ISO range. I do not ever shoot in 25,600, but even at 6,400 I got some decent shots. For stills and for video, if both are equal to you, this is my new favorite. If still is of absolutely importance to you, then probably there could be some better cameras, could be some other more expensive cameras, but this one is great all-rounder, and I've possibly found something that I would prefer over the 80D, which has been my long-standing best vlogging camera now. If you like this video, please hit the like button, ask anything about this 77D, and I'll try to answer those. And please subscribe to our channel and share this video, and also hit the bell button so that you get notified whenever we publish these new videos. Thank you.